Hello and welcome you all to AN Automation. Today we'll discuss about this topic of analog scaling, how you can scale any analog value from a count value to particular percentage value or any other scaling value you required. Anything you can do by your own scaling block. When you made your own scaling block, it will be easy to scaling any analog value to your required ones. For that, in that case, I am simulating one logic and made your one logic for you and then simulate. First you have to take one PLC to do that logic, then you'll have to select the protections of the PLC and also the accessibility or password. If you required, you can give the password and all, then you can finish. Now you can take one FD function block for scaling, name scaling block, scaling name scaling block and analog. I will prefer to write this block in STL language, so I have taken STL. If you don't know about STL, you can make also in make this block in ladder or any other plot, any other languages you can perform it. I'll see you how you can perform in STL and ladder also. Let's first check STL. I will give name. I'll give a manual number for the scaling block. Okay, so the scaling block has been created. Now I fast forwarding this video for less time. Okay, I am taking the input values. Will be the our input value one. It must be real or any other real value. And in output you will have to take the output value. Output value. Okay, after taking the input and output value, you have to take four more value for input and outputs. In input, if you have to select that means if you need the input variables are can be selected by the anyone, you can directly put the block in the input, or if you don't need that, you can put that value in static or in temporary any other places. Okay, I need the x input value and one input value to be set in precisely from the outside of the block, so I need to add this in the input. So our analog block have been created, the scaling block created. Now we need to simulate this block. Okay, so for simulate we have to run the simulation software, which is the PLC sim, and we can do one thing. Okay, wait. At first we need to run the PLC sim software. Wait a minute, I just need to add this. Okay, this PLC sim software have been successfully added. You can see. Okay, now we need to select the PGPC interface type and the connection interface of the subnet will be one by one. Now we need to start searching for the simulation PLC. Simulation PLC will appear in the search or target device. Select the target device and load. Consider always consider as a trusted PC. I need to download this. After downloading the main backup, you need to do one thing. You need to start the module and finish. If you don't start the module, it will don't go in the run mode. Now the CPU is in run mode. Okay, so we need to do one thing. We need to go to the scaling block, analog scaling block, and we need to simulate like that. Now the CPU is actually simulating properly. We need to modify. Okay, if we need to modify the value, you will have to give here any uh, MD200 any value. Okay, any variable you need to create here. Tag one should be the analog count in change. Okay, now we need to go to download again. Now we do a download again. Go online and simulate. Now you can modify the value, modify operand to 16384, 16384. Value, so what happened? Y min, Y max. Okay, X max. Okay. So yeah. Okay, now we can see for the value 16384, it's giving 20 milliampere, and same as modify operand. If you give 6000, and the value will be same as 9 milliampere. In this way you can scale any block, scale any analog value to another value. Okay, how you can adjust or how you can see this block is actually properly, you can take another one block, scaling block here, and give the same value as I mentioned there. Just need to opposite here. X minimum, here X will be the count value and Y will be the uh, Y will be the sorry, here X will be the milliampere value and Y will be the count value 16384.0. X max will be 20.0 and 4.0. Okay, now we can do one thing, scaling, go to the scaling block or analog value, put here an operand MD204. Okay, now put its MD204 tag in here. Now you can see the actual value will be so here, Y max, Y min. Okay, now we just need to download software changes only, and you can see, okay, if here is 6000, here is 6000, that means the block is operate properly. Here is 5600.0, and you can see here is 5600, and you can modify operand to any decimal number. Okay, point value 5612.366, and you can see the value will be the same. That means the scaling block actually operating properly. You can use the scaling block as you wish. The scaling block, this code I will share you in our YouTube video. In YouTube description I will share this uh, block value. You can copy and use it properly. So thank you everyone. Nice day. Bye bye.